The mixing devices in the blending room used to be covered in powder used in the blending process. Workers had to spend at least 30 minutes every day cleaning the equipment. The workers decided to do something about improving the filtering system. Cleaning time was drastically shortened to no more than about 10 minutes a week. And the door that was originally installed to prevent powder from spreading outside the blending room now serves to prevent outside dirt from getting in. These red lines are known as disposal lines. The idea is that the bin should never be allowed to fill up to the brim and overflow. If the trash reaches the line, it's thrown out immediately. A simple but effective idea. All over the factory, the cleaning equipment is kept clean and ready for immediate use. The important point is that any dirt should be removed as soon as it's spotted.
Pretty good stuff, eh? A spanking clean shop floor is possible with some hard thinking and everybody's combined efforts. It's really not that difficult, you know. Just change your way of thinking a bit and get really stubborn when it comes to dirt and mess. My advice is to put some meaning into your cleaning. And the best of luck with it.
I've heard the phrase 6 major losses. What does it mean exactly?
Well, the various types of time, energy, efficiency and financial loss in the factory include what we call the 6 major losses. I'll run through them. When machines suddenly break down, you get what we call breakdown losses. And if you have downtime because of lengthy preparation for some setup procedure, you get setup losses. Then there are problems when machines are left idling because the workflow is not efficient, or when faulty products are detected by the sensor and you have short stoppages. Those make up type number 3. Next, if there is trouble when you operate machinery at the design speed, which means you have to run at a reduced speed, you get speed reduction losses. When you get defective products which have to be thrown out or reprocessed, you have defect losses. Finally, you get yield losses if there are difficulties starting up again after resetting, and defective products are the result of constant stopping and starting. Those 6 losses are a real problem.
Let's get rid of them right away then.
That's the spirit, my boy. Splendid, splendid. But how are we going to do it? That's the next problem we have to face.
Oh, 6 major losses. But it's natural. Machines have problems. They're not losses.
Yes, they are. I don't think it's natural at all.
Whatever you say, machines are machines. They break down.
That's right. We don't waste time doing the setups, do we? That's just the way machines are made. It can't be helped.
Yeah, there's another point. Recently, we often have to set up for one product, produce a few things, and then have to set up again. Can't we do anything about that, huh?
But customers demand a big range of products in small quantities, so that's the way we have to do it.
It's true that resetting takes time. That's why we have to work so much overtime and come in on holidays. But, you know, maybe there's just no way out of it.
So, if possible, let's do everything a bit quicker then, eh?
We're doing as much as we can already.
Hey, I'm not talking about you.
Okay. But anyway, about work stoppages. I never had any trouble with them.
Yes, that's right. You sure haven't.
You better believe it. I've been doing this for over 40 years.
Yeah, but just short work stoppages aren't really major losses anyway, are they?
And speed reduction losses. I mean, machines can't help that. Same with people. They slow down when they get older.
Not me. I'm not slowing down. Not in anything.
There are all these different types of loss, but what can we do?
Just a minute. Listening to you lot, it sounds as though we can't improve anything. Who was making lots of noise just now about getting rid of losses right away, eh?
Well, gentlemen, I'm glad to see you're thinking. But just thinking doesn't get rid of losses. But if you really try to think about the reasons for problems, you can often come up with a totally unexpected solution, you know?
I can't believe that. When you find the reason, I think it's more likely you'll give up, because there's nothing you can do.
Giving up, then, is totally wrong. Once you've found the cause of the problem, you have to carry on and ask yourself, what would happen if we made this adjustment?
It's easy enough to say that.
My dear boy, you've got a brain. You should put it to use. Without giving the point enough consideration, you're giving up. As for breakdowns, if it's a recurring type of breakdown, you just give up and don't bother to do anything, right? And you tend to blame speed reductions on the aging machine, right? And with resetting losses, it's like refusing food you haven't even tried.
Well, yes, it is a bit like that.
But why are bad products produced? Why do breakdowns occur? Why are there short stoppages? By repeating why, and examining more and more, you should be able to find a solution. If you all think together, you'll probably come up with a great idea. And I seem to remember one of you wasn't taking short stoppages very seriously. But you mustn't ignore them, you know. It's in fact one of the most important types of loss. If you add up all the time lost from short stoppages in this factory, you'll be amazed at the total, I guarantee. In one factory I know well, it amounts to tens of thousands of hours every month. Anyway, let's try and get rid of the big six as soon as possible and create a more productive workplace. There's 6 tough nuts to crack, but don't give up so easily. All right, gentlemen, I'm sure you can do it. In fact, I know you can do it. Splendid!
Let's take a look at some ideas that were put into practice in several plants that have won PM awards for their success in getting rid of the 6 major losses. In this factory, a 15-minute meeting is held every morning. The participants are leaders of the maintenance and production sections. The purpose of these meetings is to work out a countermeasure strategy for dealing with short stoppages. Individuals are encouraged to raise problems from their own section for instant discussion. Solutions can then be swiftly implemented. As a result of these meetings, the number of problems has been reduced from well over 1,000 per month to around a dozen. In this production area, they have implemented improvements at about 600 different places. This is a classic example of a full range of improvements which succeeded in removing all 6 of the major loss types. For example, the metal waste from one machine used to be about 20 centimeters long, and it was a prime cause of breakdowns and defective products. By implementing a number of improvements, the waste was reduced to just a few millimeters in length, and both breakdowns and defective products have been reduced to almost zero.